Stop all chemical treatments until your hair is fully restored. Don't do any more relaxers. Don't color your hair anymore. Don't bleach your hair anymore. Don't do anything else until you get your hair to a healthier state. Applying more chemicals to already damaged hair will only damage your hair more, potentially make your hair fall out, and just lead to more problems that you do not want. So let's just put a stop to that and make sure that you do not apply any more chemicals to your hair at this point. Trim your split ends or get rid of as much damage as you possibly can by simply cutting it off. Damaged or over-processed ends tend to be very weak. It's also going to immediately make your hair look and feel much better and more healthier. And this can actually serve as a clean slate if you are able to get rid of all of the damage by simply trimming off your over-processed or damaged ends. Begin using a gentle shampoo on your hair. Opt for a shampoo that is more moisturizing. What this is going to do is provide your hair and scalp with the hydration that it desperately needs. Avoid using a shampoo that is going to strip your hair of its natural oils, because what's going to happen is over time your hair is going to become dry and brittle, and over time your hair is going to break off as a result of that. When you go to try to detangle or style your hair, it's gonna be really hard to detangle, and it's gonna make your hair very hard to manage and feel more brittle, which in turn leads to more breakage. You want to begin incorporating weekly deep conditions to your hair. This is the combination that I have been using lately. This is the K-PAK Reconstructing conditioner, and this is the Amika Soul Food conditioner. Always use a leave-in conditioner. Overprocessed hair tends to be more drier than hair that is healthier. So what this leave-in is going to do is add more moisture to your hair. This is going to prevent breakage because your hair is going to be more elastic and less brittle. Leave-in conditioners also seal your hair cuticle, which is going to prevent moisture loss in the future. Another job of the leave-in conditioner is to strengthen your hair. It's going to fortify your hair shaft by repairing weak spots and preventing further breakage. Be very careful with heat. You want to make sure you're not using excessive amounts of heat. I flat iron my hair at 370 degrees and I stick to that temperature. I do not go above it. You also want to make sure you're using a heat protectant every step in your process that you're using heat, and you want to limit your heat use to only once a week if you're going to use it. If your hair is really dry and brittle, I would say try to avoid it even more by doing styles that require less indirect heat, such as roller sets. You want to make sure you're doing a protein treatment at least every 4 to 6 weeks. The one that I'm going to be using is the Olaplex #3 Hair Perfector. This is great at rebuilding and repairing the bonds in your hair, and this is really going to help with rebuilding your hair structure. So use something that references bond building or bond strengthening when you're trying to select the right protein treatment. Our hair is made primarily of keratin. Keratin is what gives our hair its strength and elasticity. And when our hair is over-processed, a lot of that keratin is stripped away. Protein treatments or bond building treatments are going to be important to help rebuild that and reduce breakage in the future. Moisturize your hair on a daily or regular basis. You want to make sure you especially are moisturizing your ends, because those are the oldest and often driest part of our hair, and those are the parts that can break the fastest. So if length retention is something that you want to do, or if you're focusing on thickening up your hair, make sure you are incorporating moisture in your routine. What I like to do is just take a little bit of serum or a light oil, rub it in my hands like this, and focus it primarily on the ends. This has been enough to make my hair feel less dry and also has helped me to retain length while I'm in the process of repairing my hair. Make sure you're taking care of your hair at night, and you want to secure it with something that's not going to dry it out, preferably something like silk or something that's non-absorbent. You want to avoid materials like cotton. I like to wrap my hair at night. What this does is preserve my style and also protect my hair and keep my hair moisturized as well. Start incorporating hot oil treatments in your hair care. When you heat up oil or use some sort of heat in combination with the oil, it allows the oil to penetrate better into your hair, into your scalp, which is going to in turn deliver that moisture and nutrients that your hair needs. I noticed that my scalp is much less dry and irritated now that I have started doing hot oil treatments. My hair also feels a lot more manageable on wash days, and I experience a lot less shedding than I used to in the past. The oil that I like to use is this coconut oil. It's by the Simple Truth brand. It's organic and refined coconut oil. I heat it up in the microwave for like 20 to 30 seconds. I scoop it out, apply a generous amount all over my hair and scalp. I use a plastic processing cap, and then I sit under my bonnet dryer for about 20 to 30 minutes, and then I proceed to shampooing my hair. When you are detangling your hair, especially if it's on wash day, be sure to use a wide tooth comb or a detangling brush, and make sure you're starting from the bottom and working your way up. If you start all the way at the top and move down, you're more likely to come into a tangle, which is going to pull your hair out, versus if you gently start at the bottom and work your hair up, you're less likely to pull out those big chunks of hair. You also want to do this when you're blow drying your hair, especially if you're using like a brush or a brush attachment. Those can be really rough and pull out your hair if you don't use them properly. And I would hate for all of your hard work to go to waste just because you're being too rough when you detangle or blow dry your hair. So please take the time and go slow and gentle when you're detangling or handling your hair on a regular basis. Make sure you are taking care of yourself internally. Make sure you're eating a balanced diet that is rich in biotin, vitamins A, C, and E to nourish your hair from within. Make sure you're consuming plenty of water. This is going to keep you hydrated from the inside out and help to produce shiny and moisturized hair. Ensuring that you are taking care of your scalp. You want to make sure your scalp is clean. You want to make sure that your scalp is free from irritation. I do have another video that addresses scalp health here on my channel. I'll make sure I link it in the card above if you're interested in checking it out. This can make you lose hair, and it can also prevent your hair from growing. So you want to make sure you are addressing any issues and concerns that you have. Ways to take care of your scalp include washing your hair and making sure that you keep it clean. Avoid using heavy products on your scalp on a regular basis, like heavy oils, grease, and edge control. Incorporate products or oils that are antifungal. I mentioned to you guys that I like to use coconut oil as my hot oil treatment. I also like this because it is antifungal and helps to keep my scalp clean. Gently massage it when you are washing it. Gently massage it at night to stimulate blood flow and encourage hair growth. If you can't figure out what to do, if nothing you're trying is working, consult a professional. A lot of times professionals know things that we don't when it comes to taking care of things like our hair and scalp. And also you want to consult with a professional because you don't want to make the issue worse by doing the wrong thing. Be patient and be consistent. Hair repair takes time, but if you are consistent and you are doing the right things and taking care of your hair day in and day out, you will see the results. Over time, your hair will regain strength and return to a healthier state. It takes trial and error sometimes. It takes finding the right products, finding the routine, and nothing is a rush over here. That is a step-by-step guide of how you are going to fix and repair your over-processed or damaged hair. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.